Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you may be able to tell, it's pitch black. That's because you joined me at 11 o'clock at night. I've not long woken up. I'm just about to start my last shift of the week, which is nothing exciting. It's just a nice and simple return back to the yard. And what I thought was that I've shown you plenty of previous videos, the start of my week, the middle of my week, etc. So what I thought I would do is I'd show you the last shift of my week. Like I say, it's nothing too exciting. All we're doing today is going from Fowler Welsh in Tenham in Kent back to our yard in Washington, but I'm going to try and take you through the entire end of my week, so everything from the run back to what happens once I get back to the yard, just so you got a bit of an idea of what goes on. Obviously, if you're looking at joining a haulage company, things may be a little bit different at other companies, but I just thought I'd give you a bit of an idea of what goes on. So obviously stick around after the intro and we shall get on with it. Okay, so that's just a very quick first use check that I've just completed. Now I'm going to head down and then go to the office and find out what trailer number we are getting, and then hopefully it's ready, and then we will be able to do a proper first use check including the trailer, and then crack on with it. So let's take a drive down to their office. Now the problem is this place where we have to park has a surface of the moon. Well, the moon's surface would actually be smoother, and obviously having a very low front bumper, I have to be careful through a lot of these potholes, so it is going to look like I'm driving really timid, and that's because I am, because I have to be really careful going into these potholes, because if we drop into them too quick we catch the front bumper. Ooh. And the wagon's going to keep wheel spinning, because to try and compensate that, I've got the lift axle down to try and lift the front end up, which means the back wheels are going to spin like mad on the mud because there's no weight over them. But we'll be on the concrete in a minute, so it should, he says, free us up to lift that lift axle, and then we'll have no problem. So we'll just sneak through this bit. And there's the concrete, so up with the lift axle. Bet it's not ready. I bet it's not ready. It's due to depart at midnight, and it is currently midnight. So this lot like parking wherever the bloody hell they want. Let's have a drive down the line first and see if there's any of ours sat on the right hand side. Yeah, that doesn't bode well, does it? There's one sat there on a red light. looks like we're going to be in for a long night. Try and get round here without hitting these trailers. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick myself in this hole for the time being. So 2033 is currently sat on the bay on a red light. I bet when I go up in that office they tell me that I'm waiting on trailer 2033. So let's go find out. Okay, just been and seen the office. I was right, it's not ready, but it's not the trailer I thought it was. So we're looking for bay 12. What bay is that? Can't see when the lights are on green. I think that's 8. We'll soon find out. 12. Yeah. One of theirs. And it's, you can't see, but I'm trying to line up on it, this one. So just backing up to it, and hopefully the air's out of the unit enough. Been dropped by a Mercedes because as soon as I touched it or got anywhere near to being under it, it started to lift it, so I've had to stop short. So now it's a case of sit here and wait. Time is 12:15. I shall get back to you once we are ready to start moving. Let's see how long this takes. Okay, update. 12:30. Well, 25 to 1. When I went to find in what trailer we were getting, we got told we were waiting on 2 pallets. That's it. That's all we were waiting on. Didn't tell the truth. We're waiting on a lot more than 2 pallets to be put on the trailer. We have a grand total of 4 pallets on the trailer. Only another 22 to be put on. Yeah. So I'm going to be here a while because the guy that's loading us has buggered off to go do something else. He's not even on our trailer, not even working on our loads, so we've just got to sit here and wait. These are things that you don't see and don't find out about. So far they're 35 minutes late getting this load released. I reckon it'll be gone 1:30 by the time we get out of here at the earliest. It's a 6-hour drive back home plus 45-minute break, so we shall see, but I'll see you in about an hour. Right, away we go. 2 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely fantastic. Running on time, obviously. 2 hours late being released. So yeah, absolutely ecstatic about it, as you can tell. Reason being, 1,
I'm meant to be going home. 2, it's 2 hours late. And 3, now means that currently I'm going to be back at the yard for 8:15, plus my 45-minute break makes it 9 o'clock, which now means that all the traffic I'm going to start hitting when I get to places where I don't want to be as well. You want to become a fridge driver? I hope you like watching paint dry, because you will spend a lot of your time sat around waiting for someone who's probably being paid more an hour than you. That's if you're paid hourly, because I ain't. But you'll probably spend a lot of your time sat around waiting for somebody who's paid more than you just to take the time loading or unloading you. Like, I seriously hope that that forklift driver tonight isn't getting paid, because he has not earned his money. Definitely hasn't earned it loading me, that's for certain. So, yeah, you know, I'll show you the good and the bad. You've seen the good, you've seen the bad, and now you're experiencing the highly pissed off. As you can probably tell, tone in my voice says it all. So when I get days like this, not all the time, but they do appear a lot more frequently than what you'd like them to. But it's when you get days like this that I think to myself, I should have just stayed working on the buses. And I hated that. Absolutely hated it. That's it, traffic lights, you change for absolutely no reason. So, yeah, not happy. Not happy at all, to the point where I actually can't be asked to record now. And yeah. I'm just going to carry on recording, but I'm not going to do any talking now because I really can't be bothered. So I'll catch you later up the road when my mood may have improved or it may have not. Okay, you join us on the diversion now. I decided to risk it and head up the A1 to where they actually got it shut. And I'm now on the diversion, along with a few other wagons that are in front. A few of us obviously have all had the same idea. The only problem is at the front of this queue of wagons is a wagon that must be being driven by James May. Captain Slow at his finest. What is going on here? Whoever it is. Oh, microphone. 2 seconds. Right. Yeah, whoever it is it's very timid. Where are we going? Different way to them for some reason. Yeah, whoever it was very timid and didn't seem very confident about driving a wagon down a single carriageway road. I mean, it's still not a minor road. This is an A road, so it's probably a driver that only ever does trunk to trunk runs. I mean, this isn't nothing against you if this is you and you do trunk runs, but it's probably a driver that only ever does hub to hub on a trunk run. So he only ever sits on major arterial, is that the word? Arterial? Major artery routes, and doesn't really venture off. So as soon as they have to get off the beaten track, so to speak, and come down these sort of routes, they lose their nerve, they lose their bottle, and they start panicking. But we appear to have lost him now. He's obviously gone the way all them other wagons went, so bonus. Just not sure which way this is actually going to try send us now. We're on the A47, I believe. So that's I'm not too sure what way this is actually trying to take us now. It's probably going to try bring us across to Leicester, that sort of area, I guess. But I'm not going to have a look at the sat nav. It's a little bit windy and the road isn't exactly straight, so we'll just go with it. Diversion sign said this way, sat nav's still saying this way, so we shall see. We'll get there at some point. As you can see, the road's not narrow, so it's not a tiny road. Still quite wide. I mean, what? I'm hugging the central line now, and there's probably a foot and a half between me and the left-hand side. So in the grand scheme of things, it's a nice wide road. Albeit it's only what I would call single carriageway. but it's not too bad, as you can tell. I don't know if you can see it, but the wagon up in front is actually staying quite a distance in front of us. So he's either going quicker than us or doing the same speed, which is good, because it means I'm not catching him and not thinking, oh, I'm going to have to stay behind him, because it's not really a road that you can overtake on. But then I can see further up ahead there's another group of wagons that we look like we're gaining on pretty quickly. This is the only problem, an annoying thing about coming down single carriageway roads off like major trunk roads, and that is there's not really many places to overtake another wagon. In fact, there's not any really at all, and that's because obviously, you know, for us to get past another wagon that's probably only doing 2 miles an hour slower than us, it's gonna take quite a serious and substantial straight for me to be able to do it, which you don't really get on these sorts of roads. So there lies the problem of once you're on these roads and you're behind a wagon that can't go as quick as you and is going 2-3 miles an hour slower than you, you're kind of stuck with them doing their speed. It's not like in a car, obviously, where I can put my foot down, go quicker, get out, get past them, get back in front, and then slow back down to the speed I wanted to do, because the speed I want to do is the speed I'm doing, and that is my maximum speed I can do. Yeah, we're gaining on them very quickly here. So it looks like we're about to join the back of another convoy of wagons. Whoop-de-doo. It's 10 to 5, yeah, 10 to 5 in the morning. Yeah, there we go, look. One wagon up front, driving like James May, holding the rest of them up. And like I say, we can't get past him. We're not going to be able to go that much quicker than him. So we're just going to join the back of this conga line, and we're just going to hang on the back here and keep dancing around like we're in the conga. Nice wagon coming towards. Do. We up. So all these narrow bits. But the people of this village love this diversion. All those wagons clattering and banging through here at a night time. Oh, I see a Fowler Welsh wagon up in front. He definitely won't be going as quick as we are, so he'll be one of the ones holding us up, but there's a wagon in front of him, which will that'll be the one, because it's the front of the queue. Problem is, as well, I know these will all be going the same way as me now. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but obviously there's the one in front of me, There's a van or a car, then there's Fowler Welsh, and then there's another wagon at the front. And it seems to be the one right at the front and the Fowler Welsh wagon are the two that are holding us back. Come on, please, just go quicker. Oh yes, now we like the look of that. Fowler Welsh has pulled in for a break. Probably only driven for 10 minutes. Now he's got to stop for a 45-minute break because he's paid by the hour. And he likes holding people up that are waiting on him. So that was one of the slow ones, and yeah, we're catching back up now with the other one. Here we are, roundabout. We're going right, we're going via Oakham and Melton Mowbray. I thought we would be. It's a van. Who's the one up front? Don't know. Can't work it out. Oh, he's gone straight on. That's what we like to see. So we've just got who's tooting the router? That's it. We're not going to be held up now because the van will soon rocket off, and the little 18 tonner, I believe it is, the one in front of us, he will get away from us down here. So we're back in business. Road's getting a little bit narrower now, as you can tell. Ooh. And it's also quite twisty and windy down here. So ideally, I want that 18 tonner, that rigid, to vamoosh a little bit more so I can start using my full beam. The van has gone completely. If that 18 tonner hurries up and does one, I can use my full beam and illuminate the road, because my full beam are going to be a hell of a lot better than his are. Whoa, you can hear the power. Oh. Down to 30. Hey, we're coming down. Behave. It said 33 there, but the truck said 30, so I'm not having it. We were doing 30. There we go. Look at that. Full beam. It's like daytime with that full beam on. This is what we like. We like to be able to travel like this, full beam on. Roads like this make it more interesting, but it takes you longer to get everywhere, obviously. Like this sort of thing would make it a lot more interesting. Like if I had to do deliveries and stuff down roads like this. Just gonna sit on this white line a bit because I don't trust there to not be a gully that's gonna drag me into that grass verge. And obviously with That 18 tonner's still too close. I can't full beam it to see if there's a gully or not. Oh, listen to that V8. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone you're on. Wow, she sounds beautiful. Hello, what's going on here? Back to daytime. Whoop whoop. Daytime. Nighttime. Daytime. Oh. Slow her down because the weight is properly pushing me down here. Oh, that's a bit of a sharp corner. Well, not sharp, but it's a long corner, that is. A lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. Well, we'll be upsetting a car now because there's a car come up behind us. He'll be sat there thinking, oh, bloody wagon, holding me up. Thing is though, that car will get past us. And a nice straight, he'll be straight past me. Gunthorpe. I haven't got a clue where that is, and I'm from around this area originally. I thought that was someone stood there, not a post box for a minute. I know we can see the rigid, but I'm keeping my full beam on as long as I can. I like to see all the road, thank you very much. Bit bumpy. Bird watching centre. We'll go do some bird watching. Yep, bit windy. We must be by Rutland Water at a guess. Because I've got a rough idea where we are, so it'll be around here somewhere. What's that sign say? Something about a market, a historic market town. I didn't quite see what historic market town it was on about, but pretty certain it'll be Rutland, something like, well, not Rutland, Stamford, something like that. But yeah, it's got to be Stamford, Rutland Water, North Shore. Yeah, I thought we were next to Rutland Water. That must be because we've pretty much done like a loop. So I'm gonna say that that loop is us going around Rutland Water. Yeah. So I'm going to say Rutland Water is like over to our right hand side somewhere now. Well, looking at the sat nav, I'm going to say it's sort of pretty much right next to us on the right hand side. We're pretty much right on the edge of it. Yeah, we must be bird watching centre again. So it must be just over this hedge to the right hand side of us somewhere. Problem is, obviously it's pitch black, so we're not going to see it. You're definitely not. You pointing forwards. You getting forward facing dash camera style. That's obviously because it's pitch black. So there's no point having a camera facing me internal, because you'll be stuck. Hey, pack that in! Because you'll be looking at nothing. Funny how my lights are brighter than yours, isn't it? Meh. Tool. La da 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 da. Is that a motorbike? A motorbike? It is a motorbike. I could sat nav showing Rutland Water being right to our right hand side. Where is it? I thought I'd have been able to have seen it. Ooh. I could imagine that this route would be quite picturesque during the daytime, because like you'd be able to see the water, because it's literally to our right hand, right there somewhere. But I could imagine it being quite picturesque around here. Have I been to Rutland Water before? I think I have, but like a while ago. I think I was a wee nipper, or a youngster, a sprog. I was definitely a lot younger, so I will have been to it. There's no doubt about it. There's no way when I was younger my dad did not take me to Rutland Water. What with us living like pretty close to Rutland Water. Would have probably took the bikes, gone for a cycle ride round Rutland Water. Maybe done some bird watching. Oh, are we going to get back on this A1 anytime soon? I'm expecting us to. It's 3.5 hours from here back to the yard, so I would be expecting some point to be rejoining the A1 some point soon. Which means once we're back on it, I will be able to start thinking about stopping and having my break. Oh, oh. Whitwell. Twinned with somewhere in Paris. Didn't quite catch where, but somewhere in Paris. Paris! I like coming through little villages like this. They just look so nice. Quaint. Is quaint the word? Yeah, quaint. Peaceful until I turn up. Well, one thing's for certain, doing this diversion's brightened my mood up a bit. It's made me have to think. And that just goes to show you that obviously it was a bad day, but it's starting to become a good day already. So, you know, like anything, I'm not going to drag on about it. Let's just concentrate on what's happening now, shall we, Chris? Oh, that was a bit sharper than what I thought. Ah, there's something to talk about while I've got all your attention, or hopefully, for those of you that are still watching anyway. If you haven't seen any of my recent live videos or live stream videos, or you don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you won't be aware that I have started a merchandise shop. Now, nothing particularly overexciting. There's some t-shirts, well, a t-shirt, well, there's three. There's obviously a t-shirt for males, t-shirt for females, and one for younger people, children. People of the smaller variety, shall we say. And then there's hoodies as well. I will, in the description, put a link to the store, so you can head over and have a look, see if you are interested. Obviously, with it coming up towards Christmas, maybe somebody you know might watch my content and may be interested in one, or you may just fancy treating yourself and having one, or what have you. They're the t-shirts, they're really good quality t-shirts. So the smaller variety, so the child, I'm going to call it child's, but I think it's up to age 13. They're just your standard t-shirt with my logo printed on the front, and then on the back it says flat out, like a badger on a bypass. And then the male and the female variety, they're like a polo shirt, but it's the material it's made out of is it's like a sporty sort of material, so it's quite well ventilated and it's a little bit stretchy, but it's good quality. I have one. Obviously I bought myself one. Well, it was more of a sample that I bought, but I bought it, and yeah, I'm happy with how it looks. Nice, decent quality. And then the hoodies, there's two different sorts of hoodies, or is there three? I can't remember, but there's a male and a female version of the hoodies, and the female version, if I remember rightly, this is going to be really bad, me trying to sell my own products and I can't remember them, but the female version, I believe, is a full zip hoodie on the front, and the male is a head over pullover hoodie job. Once again, they have my logo on the front, and then on the back they have the slogan of just chill, and then it says +3, which, for those of you that know anything about fridge transportation, will get the funny joke side of that, but for those of you that don't, I will explain it. So obviously just chill, I'm kind of playing on the just do it sort of thing from a well-known brand that we know about, and then because it's chill, well, with the fridge industry that obviously I work in, chilled product is normally +3. That's the temperature you keep it at, so that's like a little joke style pun thing that I've gone for. But by all means, if you at least just head over and check it out for us, even if you're not planning on actually purchasing anything, if you head over and check it out, I would be greatly appreciative. I think that's the word. Yep, greatly appreciative of it, because that will obviously, it will show Google and search engines and stuff like that there's traffic heading towards my website, which will then bump me higher up their algorithm or what have you. But just head over and check it out. Like I say, I'll put a link in the description below, so you shouldn't even have to go on the internet and type it in. If you just click on that link, it should take you straight to my merchandise store. And obviously if you do see someone you like while you're over there, then I shall greatly appreciate it if you purchase something. And obviously I will be updating it with different products and stuff at times, so do just keep an eye on it. If there's something that you're thinking you are interested in and it's not there, just keep an eye on it, because I may put that item on there at some point. What's going on here? Oh, the A1 North eventually. But yes, that's my that's me missing the bloody turning as well. That was my shameless plug for my own merchandise there, and I've just missed my entire turning by doing that, and this is a 7.5 ton weight limit. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've knacked up there, haven't we? I now need to find somewhere to turn around. I've completely messed up there. Oh. Oh. How am I going to do this? Where can I swing this around? I could probably get a turn round on here, couldn't I? Yeah. I think I will be able to reverse it into there. Come on. Come on. Turn my reversing bleeper off. Oh dearie me. Come on, round we come, girl. And that is what you get for not paying attention. Mental note to self, next time pay attention to what you're doing. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Now then, let's get this right this time, Chris. Put my indicator on now before I forget. Here we go. Whee! Round of applause, we got it right. He says, I hope we did. Na, na, na. Yep. Oh, thank goodness for that. You can sit there with your full beam on, but you could have moved over, couldn't you? Tool. Driving along with his full beam on. White van man. Where did it bring us out? Well, really? Is that it? I was expecting it to be further up the road than we are. Never mind. Right, anyway, I'm going to crack on a little bit further up. I will get my brake in and then I will rejoin you all a little bit further up the road. Okay, nearly home. Oh. Thank God. I'm just ready to put this week to bed now. It's 10:15 in the morning. I've got fuel. I've stopped and got fuel. So we're all good. Just got to get it back to the yard now. Put some AdBlue in it. And then I believe she'll be going straight out, so empty my stuff that I need to come home out of her and then do one and get home. I'm not hanging around any longer than what I have to. So yeah, like I say, just the last little bit to do. Oh, which is a couple of roundabouts. Sun's held up, so it's nice. Tell you what though, it's a little bit windy and it ain't very warm. I've got shorts on, and when I got out to get fuel, I regretted it. Oh, nice to see the Audi doesn't know how to use indicators. Shocker. Christ, the Audi goes any slower, I'll be in crawler gear trying to get up here. I wish. Dearie me. Yes, this week's felt particularly long. I don't know why, but it has. I think it's just because I'm getting worn out again. Oh my word. No, don't you do that! Oh, idiots that don't know how to drive. Nearly ended up with a pissing Arctic in the back of the car. Come on, Dave! Out of the way! No sat nav, we're not going left. I don't like going left. We get held up at the traffic lights if we go left. La 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 la. So yes, nearly another week come to a close. Nearly another vlog come to a close. Well, I say another. It might as well be the first one ever because it's been that long since I've done it. I know, I do apologise if you are still watching now. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back and have yourself 10 Trucking Chris points. Available to spend absolutely nowhere. But yes, it's been a while and I do apologise, and obviously I do thank you all for your patience. Les Cost. But yes, I do thank you all for your patience and bearing with the fact that the videos have been rather scarce, whatever the word is. Non-existent, we'll go with that. Sounds good to me. I'm not promising that they're going to be going back to what was the regular, like the norm. But I do plan to start doing them a few more than what I have been doing. I'm trying to think of things to actually show you, if that makes sense. Because once you've seen it once, you've pretty much seen it every day. But never mind, never mind. So like I say, what's going to happen when I get back to the yard is I'm going to obviously put some AdBlue in the truck because she needs it. Don't have to worry about fuel in the trailer because it's not one of ours. And then I'm going to park up, take my stuff out that I need, put in my car and go home. Obviously if the truck's not going out with this trailer, then the truck will get a wash and then get parked up. But if it is going out with this trailer, I shall just leave it attached for them, I reckon. And like I say, go home and then get ready for tonight for my sim racing, and then edit this vlog tomorrow daytime, do the Euro Truck Simulator 2 live stream tomorrow night, and then get ready to come back to work on Saturday. And this vlog will obviously be uploaded, so you should all be able to see it as of Saturday night. But obviously if you're watching this, it'll have already been uploaded, so you won't have to worry about that. But that's the great master plan. Just a couple more roundabouts to go. Which way are you going? Which way are you going? Oh, I've not got indicators on that VW. You're going to pull out on me? Shocker. Ooh. 20 past 10. It's not bad considering I started work at midnight and I sat at Fowler Welsh till 2 o'clock in the morning. 2:15 in the morning, whatever time it was. Can't remember. It was that long ago. This is it, last roundabout, and then we're in our industrial estate. Well, it's not ours, but it's the industrial estate that our yard is on. So, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like, drop any comments down